Welcome dear students to the lecture series of data structures and algorithm. Today we are going to learn how to program the insertion sort technique or algorithm using C programming language. So we'll just see this algorithm now. First of all, if I want to perform the sorting on any particular number of elements, okay, so I may take an array, linked list, okay, any data structure of my choice. Consider that we have taken an array A, okay. We will ask user what size he want to insert the array of. Suppose user says the size is 5, then the array is created of 5 elements. The location will be from 0 to 4, okay. So now, then what we will be doing is, we will just see the code for this. So here we will first write the header file stdio.conio.h. We will define some max size of the array, okay. So we can say it as a 10 or we can say it as a 5, whatever we want, okay. I'm declaring a array A, okay, of size max. So I'm globally declaring this, okay. So global variable declaration I'm doing, fine. And then here we are writing the function declarations. So I'm creating 3 functions. These are create array, display array, and insertion sort. Okay, so to create array, I will be taking the input from the user array name and size. Display also array name and size. And for insertion sort also I'm taking array name and the size of the array. Then here we have written the main function. In the main function, what we will do is we'll take some variables, option and size. In a do while loop, I will print all the items, that is enter the values of the array. Okay, so here user will first of all enter the items in the array. Then we will apply the insertion sort on that array and we will try to display the array and see whether the array is displayed, that is sorted array, with the using of insertion sort technique. And here user has to enter his option. We are scanning the option, whatever option from 1 to 3, 4 user enters, accordingly it will go to the switch case by this variable option. Case 1 will call the first option, that is enter the values in the array. So it will ask user what is the size of the array. That size we are giving as an input to the create array function. It will create an array with that size. Okay, and then also for insertion sort we are giving the same A and size as the input. For display the array also we are giving this A, array name A, and size as the input. Whenever case 4 is given, that is exit, so we have to come out. That's why while option is not equal to 4, it will run. Whenever I give 4 as a value, it will come out of the do while loop and stop. There I have written get ch and then return, and we are stopping here. Okay, so here this main function is quite easy, but in this we have written these 3 functions, create, insert and display, so we will understand them. Also create array is very easy. What we are doing is we are checking this is a create array function definition. So what I'm doing is I'm asking user to enter the values and I'm taking a for loop from 0 to n-1 and I'm scanning the values and I'm storing them in array of I location. Okay, so say for example we just loaded the values from the user and those are just randomly arranged. Okay, so they are not sorted, they are not in ascending or descending order, they are just randomly given by the user. Okay, so this way we have created the array. If we want to display the array, we will simply call this function. What it is doing, it is using a for loop and it will printing the value from array of I. Okay, now I want to apply the insertion sort algorithm on the array. So let's see the definition for this particular algorithm. So if I want to apply the insertion sort, what will I do is, okay, first of all we will just declare 2 variables I, j and temporary. Okay, I will begin from 1 and will go till n-1. So this for loop is actually for all the passes. So whenever there is a n number of elements, there have n-1 passes. So we'll start with the I value as 1. Okay, so I is pointing to 1. Okay, the I is equal to 1, it is pointing to value 10 and it is location 1. Then what we are doing is, in the for loop, what we are doing, temporary is equal to array of I. So what is the array of I? Array of 1, that is 10. So this we are storing in a variable temporary. That's why temporary is equal to 10. Now j is equal to I minus 1. So now j is equal to I minus 1, that means j is 0, which is pointing to number 25. So in the first pass, we assume that the first number is already in a sorted list and the next all numbers are there in the unsorted list. Okay, so our target is that to bring this first element from the unsorted list to the sorted list. Okay, that is the target. That's why we are holding the value temporary. Okay, 10 in the temporary. That means we want to keep 10 in the sorted list. Okay, so now let's see. We are done with these two lines. Now we'll enter another while loop. Okay, this while loop will actually help us traverse in the sorted array. Okay, so I'm comparing the new value which I want to enter in the array, that is temporary. If temporary is less than array of j, what is array of j? That is 25. If temporary is less than 25, that is what I'm checking. So is temporary is less than a of j? Okay, so what's the answer? Yes, 10 is lesser than 25. So what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to shift 25 to one position ahead. That means 25 is at location 0. Now we should be shifting it to location 1. Okay, so what are we doing here? Just check here. We are entering the while loop because the condition is true now. And what I'm doing is array of j plus 1 is equal to array of j. So what I'm doing is j, I'm moving to the next position. That means 25 is copied to the next position. But 25 is also there in the previous position as well. And then I'm decrementing j by 1. So now when j is decremented by 1, earlier j is at 0. So if I decrement, it is going at minus 1. Okay. Now after this, I'm coming out array of j plus 1 is equal to temporary. Now, we are in this while loop. It is again checking, okay, while temporary is less than a of j and whether j is greater than equal to 0. So is your j is equal to or greater than 0? No, because j is become minus 1. So now here j is become minus 1 and that's why we have to stop here. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll come out of the while loop, and when I come out of this while loop, I'm going to this line. What it is doing? Array of j plus 1 is equal to temporary. So now what I will do is I will go to this particular j is minus 1. I will increment it by 1. Okay, that is array of j plus 1. That means array of 0 is equal to temporary. So now I'm copying the temporary value over here. And with this we are actually done sorting. We added one more item 10 to the sorted list at the proper position. Okay, and this is my unsorted list. Yeah. So what happens next is, now you have to, again we go to the for loop and we check the another pass. So in this particular for loop, we are done with the pass 1 and now we are going to pass 2. So pass 2 will take the next I value. Now the I value is 2. So now here in the pass 2, our I value, okay, this has been sorted and unsorted. Now we are going to the next pass. So here the I value is become 2 now. Okay. Now let's see this. Now temporary is equal to array of I. So that means temporary is equal to 84, right? And then j is equal to I minus 1. That means j is pointing to 25. Now at this moment, this is a sorted list and this is the unsorted list. Okay. So what I have to do is unsorted ka first element I want to bring to the sorted list. Okay. That means 84 I want to bring to the sorted list. Again, what I'm doing is I'm entering this while loop and I'm checking whether temporary is less than array of j. So I'm checking the condition if temporary less than array of j. So temporary 84 is less than array of j. No, the condition is false. That means while loop is break. Okay. When while loop is break, what are we doing? Array of j plus 1 is equal to temporary. So j कहाँ पे है? 1 पे है. मतलब j plus 1 मतलब कौन सा? Array of 2. So array of 2 में 84 copy करो. Already 84 was there. So that means 84 has not changed its place, but it has been added in the sorted list. Okay. So this way we got these 3 elements in the sorted array and these 2 elements in the unsorted array. Now we are entering the next pass. Okay. So here in this pass, the I value will now become 3. Temporary is equal to array of I and j is equal to I minus 1. So temporary is equal to array of I is 22 and j is equal to I minus 1 मतलब 2. मतलब वो 84 को point कर रहा है. Now again I'm entering the while loop and I'm checking whether temporary is less than array of j. Okay. So whether temporary is less than array of j, yes. So now in this case, okay, temporary 22 is less than array of j, a of j. So what we are supposed to do? Push it to the next location. That means array of j plus 1 में array of j का value copy करो. So now what I'm doing is I'm copying 84 at location 3. Okay, so 84 is copied at. So now we decremented the j by 1. Okay, so the j is now pointing to 1. Again I'm checking the condition while temporary is less than array of j. So is temporary less than array of j? 22. Yes, 22 is less than array of j. That means the condition is true again. So I'm entering the while loop, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing the value to the next location and j decrementing by 1. So 25 I'm pushing to the next location and j is decremented by 1. Now j is equal to 0. Okay, so when your j is equal to 0, you're still inside the while loop, and again I'll check this condition. If temporary is less than array of j. So temporary 22, is it less than array of j? No, in this case. So what we will do? We will not enter the while loop. Okay, we will come out of the while loop, and what we will do? Array of j plus 1 is equal to temporary. So array of j plus 1 मतलब यहाँ पे मैंने temporary का value copy कर दिया. Are you following this? So with this, we are done with this insertion sort of this pass, and at the end of this pass, I got this 4 numbers in the sorted list. So now only one element left in the unsorted array, and that is the last pass. So at this pass, my I value is equal to 4. Okay, so what will we do? I is equal to 4 now. Okay, and temporary is equal to array of I, that is 45. J is equal to I minus 1, so j is pointing to 84. Now again I'm checking, I am going inside the while loop if temporary is less than array of j. So is temporary less than array of j? Yes. Okay, 45 is less than 84. So what I'm doing, 84, you just copy to the next location. Okay, and what we are doing over here is, next decrement the j by 1. So j is now pointing to 25. Now again I'm checking, is temporary less than array of j? So is this temporary less than array of j? No. 45 is not lesser than 25. So what will we do? We'll stop the while loop here. So ये while loop अभी break हो गया and we are coming out. Now what are we doing? Array of j plus 1 में temporary copy करो. So array of j plus 1 में मैंने temporary को copy किया, and that is temporary 45 has been copied here. Getting it? So at the end of this pass, we got all the elements sorted. That is, after 4 number of passes, your array get sorted. Okay. So this is how we have done with the insertion sort algorithm. Okay. So at the end of insertion sort, we got an entire array in a sorted way. Okay. So this is all about the particular program. Okay. About the insertion sort. There's only one thing which I want to tell you is, we'll first try to run this program. Okay, so now we'll try to run this program. Okay, so I'm going to the run option here. I'm running my program. Okay, so now I'm getting the 4 options. I'll enter first option, enter the array size, say for example 5, enter the values to be sorted. Okay, I'll enter some values there. Okay, so I've entered 5 values. I will first display my array. So array is in the same way as I have entered. Now I'll try to go to option 2, that is insertion sort. It is saying the array is sorted successfully. Now I'll just display my array and I will check. Yes, so array is sorted in a ascending order. Okay, so we are done with this program. But here I want to show you one more thing. Okay. So in my array, this insertion sort technique, I'm just getting the final answer, that is sorted array. But if I want to know that how exactly this insertion sort have worked, and I want to know what happens in every passes, so I want to see all the 4 passes, yeah. So in that case, yes, you can go for it. In this insertion sort function definition, you have to do some changes. Okay, so what I'm doing is, I'm writing this 2 lines at the end of my function. Okay, so in the for loop, this is for all the passes, yeah. So here in this for loop, at the end of for loop, yeah, so that means the for loop is ending here. So before ending the for loop, that means before ending of each pass, I'm displaying the entire pass. So I'll just put this 2 lines over here. What I'm doing is print pass number, that is I, that is pass number is held by the value I. Okay, and here I'm saying that display array function, I'm just calling display array function array of size n. So it will display the pass at that the array at after end of every pass. Now let us run this and try to see the output. Okay, so I'll enter the option 1. I'll enter the size is 5. I'll enter some values now. Okay, so I have entered 5 values. Now I'll just display my array. It is showing me the values as I have entered them. Now I'll call the insertion sort function. It is supposed to show me the passes. Yeah. So let's see here. So yes, it is showing me 4 number of passes. That means n minus 1 number of pass. In first pass, what happened is you got 12. Okay, and 54 in the sorted array. So 12 and 54 in the sorted array. Rest other numbers are same as it is. In the next pass, we got this number 84 coming in the sorted array. So that means these 3 numbers are sorted. These two are not. In the third pass, we got this last number 35 added. So 35 has come in the sorted array, and these 4 numbers are sorted. Last one is not. And in the last pass, we got all the numbers in the sorted array. Okay, so this is how we are working on it, and we got all the 4 passes. Now I'll just go to option 3 and I'll display. So it is showing me my sorted array properly. Okay, so this is how we have executed this program. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubts, you can please ask in the comment box. And have a good luck.